Hey there, Virgo. Welcome to your reading for the week of November 1st. We're going to try to get fancy today. Always a huge mistake when I do this, but, I just can't help myself. So, it is what it is, Virgo, but hopefully this overhead camera situation is going to work out well. We're going to just jump right in here, is what I was going to say. And we are going to see what is going on for you at this time. Like I said, you're the guinea pig today. You're the first sign that I am trying this with. So it's either going to work or this is going to be a huge failure. Let's see. Let's see what happens here, Virgo. You start off here in your first row with this new life card here. So if it wants to focus, right? I feel like some of you could be kind of obviously starting a new life or getting into some sort of new life type situation. You have two cards here that kind of really represent being on a pedestal or putting yourself on a pedestal. That new life card, plus you also have this Six of Wands right here. Six of Wands represents being on a pedestal because he is kind of being, he is the only one that is up on this horse here, as you can see. So he's kind of up on a pedestal. And the other thing is you have this vulture spirit here. And this vulture spirit kind of represents conservation of energy. And it also says, like, you kind of don't really have to do anything to put yourself on a pedestal or to be up on some sort of pedestal here. And this isn't like, oh, you're on a pedestal for negative purposes. This is you being on a pedestal for, being a winner here, Virgo. So this is a good thing. You have the Temperance card, Two of Wands, and the Page of Wands here in your first row. So this is something you've been waiting for, some sort of accomplishment that you've been waiting for as well. On the Temperance card, this right here, this crown on the Temperance card represents like the path to glory or the path to some sort of accomplishment that you see as being very worthwhile. He is kind of like standing in this pool of water here, Virgo, and that pool of water is like all the emotions, all the battles, all the things that you've had to go through. Kind of also to me represents something needing to be gone through as well, or needing to put into the work, needing to put in the work. It also reminds me of like a duck on a lake. It's like if you see a duck on a lake, the duck, it looks like it's kind of just gently kind of moving along, looks really nice and peaceful, right? But under the surface, the duck is, paddling its legs like crazy. I kind of get that energy for you here, Virgo, where it's like on the surface, things, kind of seem more, that's the best way I could describe your reading, if I'm being honest with you. I just feel that duck in the lake kind of energy for you here, where it's like, you're starting to you're going to be reaching this level of success, right? But I feel that maybe part of your challenge is that people don't understand, like, where you have come from. Again, if you're just like, if you didn't know that a duck was paddling like crazy in the water, you would just be like, oh, that duck is just like chilling in the water, floating along. And so I feel that for some of you, where it's like you've been treading water for a very long period of time here. And the good news is I almost feel that you are waking up here with this energy, especially, on this new life card. It looks like she is just about to wake up. It looks like she is kind of waking up from a long nap and she's finding herself at the top of this pillar here. So I kind of feel this is like some sort of payoff for you here. You're like the second or so sign, I would say, that has had messages this week that really seem to be more about rewards, which is nice. So it could be a rewarding time for you here, Virgo. You also have the Two of Wands here. You always get the Two of Wands. You always get the Fool, or the Two of Wands, I should say, in your readings, and the Page of Wands. I feel like these two cards here are really encouraging you to take action. They're encouraging you to like make a move, to get going, and all that other stuff. So really, really nice so far here, Virgo. So we're going to try and clarify this. With the Temperance card, you have the King of Wands here. You have been getting a fire sign showing up in your readings for a couple weeks now. So if you're interested, if you're looking for love, could be a fire sign for sure. I mean, this person, a fire sign has been showing up for weeks and weeks, probably months, right? For others, I do feel this is you kind of like more working towards your desires. I think a lot of people are being pulled towards this. You so probably more than others. I mean, look at all these Wands cards here. King of Wands, Two of Wands, Page of Wands, Six of Wands, Nine of Wands, Ace of Wands. Like, are you kidding me? To me, this is like saying that you're moving towards something that's like a little bit more unique. You're moving towards something that is going to make you stand out in a big way. You even have this storyteller card at the end, which we're going to talk about, and it kind of just says you can live whatever life you want. You're the one that is going to be telling the story. With the two wands here, you have the strength card here. I don't know, this camera's not going to focus today, but the strength card is about being strong, of course, but it's kind of like more of a daily, it's kind of like more of a daily practice with the strength card. If you read like a lot of books about tarot, and a lot of the books about tarot, one of the recommendations for the strength card is to do something every single day that makes you strong. That could be anything. Maybe it's a struggle to get up and go for a walk. Do it. Maybe it is a struggle for you to look people in the eye. Do it, right? Whatever it is, it doesn't matter what it is. And the other thing about the strength card is it can be very, very tiny. With the strength card, you're planting a seed. Ace of Wands, it will grow over time. It will be something that becomes something much bigger. With the Page of Wands, you have the Ten of Cups. I'll tell you what, Virgo, if you're looking for love, this could be a fire sign, and I would say this could lead to kind of like a happily ever after situation, especially with that Ten of Cups. So if you're looking for love, this looks amazing for sure, and I would just get out there. I feel like you're going to have to look at this maybe a little bit more in the like a playful sense. So I feel like being more playful, it would be a good idea. If you're looking for love. So I would be more playful. I would have more fun. I feel like when you kind of come at it from that angle, it's going to be something that is just going to be much better for you here. I'm also getting like a weird message here, Virgo. I'm trying to I'm trying to get it to clarify in my head. I'm not going to lie. Right now, it's like I'm seeing some like a date, in my head between you and like another person here, but it has like a certain flow to it, but it's not like, again, I'm trying to like clarify. People always ask me like why I stare off into the distance. It's because I'm like, I channel my messages. So like if I zone out, usually it comes through clearer, but, what I would say here is like I feel like there's a certain flow. So if you're like getting out there and dating, this is a good thing. It's almost like I don't know if you've ever seen like one of those memes, Virgo, where it's like a regular person, then it's like a glowing person, then it's a person their head's exploding, but with a third eye and everything like that. It's kind of like I feel like there are certain stages. I'm just going to tell you what I'm feeling. I feel like there are certain stages that you have gone through in love where it's like maybe you just were dating, right? And then you were just like dating and that's it. Then maybe you started to set standards, right? But it's almost like that didn't work, right? And now I feel like you're at like another level as far as love is concerned. This is a good thing. It's almost like I feel like you're more in this space right here. You have this vulture spirit. This card says nothing is wasted. And I feel like you're in the space where it's like you're looking at love as an experience. I feel like you're saying, okay, these relationships are just experiences that I'm learning from. Vultures also represent conservation of energy. A vulture kind of like soars around and it doesn't waste a lot of its energy. It's just soaring until it, around until it finds food. Then it starts flapping its wings. So they're masters of kind of conserving their energy, but they're still taking action. They're still going out and doing things. And there's like a difference here. There's some sort of difference I'm noticing in you here, Virgo, especially as far as love is concerned, where it's like you're more open. Like I feel like you're more open to getting out there. It's like you're not putting energy in. I feel like a lot of people get to that point where they're like, I'm just not going to date. I'm not going to put any energy in. I'm going to set all these standards for like the next person. It's like, okay, are you also willing to live up to those standards? It's like I've seen plenty of videos, right? Like I've said before, I'm like being on YouTube doing tarot readings. My recommended section is ridiculous, right? All my recommended videos are all like love videos and things like that. I've watched them all. I've watched all sides, everything in between, all this other stuff, right? And, one thing I've noticed is like a lot of people, they get to a point where they're just like setting all these standards. I'm like, okay, but you also have to live up to those standards if you're going to be setting those standards, right? But I feel like you're above that. It's like like I said, you're on a pedestal here in a good way. And I feel like this is a good thing. You have the Six of Wands, the Nine of Wands, and the Eight of Cups here. I definitely feel like you're walking away from things that no longer serve you with the Eight of Cups. But again, like I said, the good news is it's like you're not giving up. Like I was saying earlier with the Nine of Wands here, I feel like you are the wounded warrior. You could be or could have been experiencing certain wounds or, things like that in your life. But I feel like you're at a much better place as far as love is concerned. It's going to lead to a victory. This guy is also a wounded warrior right here, Virgo, on the Six of Wands. He represents someone who has like been to war. He's coming back from war. He's being cheered on, but he has been to war. He has experienced loss. He has experienced, everything you could possibly imagine by going to war. So it's like he's had all those negative experiences. And so I feel like you've had all those experiences, but he's coming back victorious. It's like he's had the experiences, but he's learned from those things. He's also become kind of like, he's reached a certain level. It's kind of like, the energy that I get here is like, there's a saying, fake it till you make it, right? But it's like when somebody just is something, it's like they don't have to fake it. That's like that's the best way I could describe your row right here. Like I said, the vulture doesn't have to put any energy into searching for food. It's just like soaring around. I don't know why this is so important for you, but it is. And I feel for a lot of you, it's like you're not faking it till you make it on something anymore. It could be love, doesn't have to be, could be in business and work as well. It's like you just are the energy. And because of that, it's like I feel like you're noticing this energetic change. I don't really have any like good examples other than it's like, there's like a joke, right? That married people always get hit on the most. Why? It's because they're married. It's like they're giving off signals that they make a good partner, right? Maybe this could be energetically, who knows? So they naturally attract people, right? And I'm not saying it's right or wrong or anything like that, but what I am saying is I feel like you're giving off a signal here, and it's because something has become more like integrated in you. Damn, Virgo. Again, I don't know what this is. I feel a little confused in your reading, but I also feel like this is amazing at the same time, whatever it is. With the Six of Wands, you have the Eight of Wands. Quick success, a conclusion, finishing things up, really good energy. With the Nine of Wands, you have the Three of Swords. I definitely feel like some of you are kind of getting over heartbreak. I would let go of the past stuff, is what I would say here with the Three of Swords. And with the Eight of Cups, you have the Four of Pentacles. I would be careful of holding on too tightly to the past. Again, I feel like that probably is requiring a lot of effort. This is asking you to kind of like let go of anything that requires a lot of effort, which I do feel like is kind of, like a weird thing to say, but at the same time, sometimes I think when we just allow things to flow and we take an opportunity when it comes to us, like the vulture would, right? The vulture soaring around, when it sees food, then it starts putting in the work. That's the energy that I'm getting here as well. It's kind of like a combination of the two things. You are integrating an energy into your life, and also you are kind of, being patient, not really patient. I feel like you're just waiting for certain opportunities to come into your life. This could be the other way around as well. It's like I always say to people, it's like, think of like, it's like I feel like you're picking up on signals that people are giving to you as well. This could be in love. It's like you could be dealing with a person and maybe they're like telling you how much money they have and like all this other stuff trying to impress you. And I feel like you're picking up on that in a different way. It's like someone who has money, it's like you can sense it without them telling you, right? So I feel like I'm not just saying money. I feel like this has to do with everything in your life. And it's like I feel like you're starting to pick up on things that maybe are a little more subtle. It's like you're getting better at that. This could be important for a lot of reasons, but definitely important for love. In your last row here, you have the Rose's Kiss card here, and the Storyteller card here, Virgo. I feel this Rose's Kiss card is about like something that makes you unique, something that makes you more special. So I feel a lot of you could have something inside of yourself that makes you special, and I would be taking advantage of whatever that is. And the Storyteller card is, again, I feel like you can tell your own story at this time, whatever it is. So I would use your powers of manifestation to do that. You have the Five of Swords, the Ace of Wands, and the Emperor here. I feel for a lot of you that, again, no doubt about it, like this your first diagonal, or I should say your second diagonal here, is like a walking away energy. I mean, Page of Wands, Ten of Cups, Nine of Wands, Three of Swords, Five of Swords. It's like definitely an energy of like walking away from things, moving away from things that no longer serve you. This always comes up for you, Virgo. I mean, I don't know what it is. I'm sure there's a ton of stuff in your astrology, but, I feel like a lot of you could be just walking away from things that no longer serve you. But it's like you're ready for this new beginning here, Virgo. I feel like you're ready to have a new beginning with the Ace of Wands. I feel like you're ready to start something new, and I feel like you're ready to like get moving forward. The Emperor is also a good energy. I kind of feel like that's you, but I want to clarify it before I say that. With the Five of Swords, you have the Judgment card here. Again, I feel like you are waking up to things. I always say it's like this flag that's in the middle of the Judgment card here, Virgo. I don't know what's going on here. But the flag in the middle of the Judgment card, it kind of really stands out on top of the trumpet also stands out. It's like it kind of takes up the whole center of the card. So I feel like you're kind of like noticing things that you have to like walk away from this week. I'm also getting this, again, the weird message. I feel like you're picking up on very, very subtle, like signs and symbols this week or something, or it could be the way people present themselves to you. I think it's everything. I think you're picking up on very, very like subtle things about all situations. You're going to have to pay attention to this. I mean, this vulture spirit, again, could represent like an opportunity that is being presented to you, and it might not immediately be obvious. So, again, I would pay attention to any opportunities that come your way. I would pay attention to, anything subtle that you're picking up on here. I would pay attention to those things. Again, you might meet a person who you are kind of attracted to, and you're like, I'm kind of attracted to this person, and maybe it's like subtle, but it could be something that kind of blossoms like a rose here. It could be something that grows into something much more. So it's going to be important that you pay attention to the details. I'm pretty sure your most recent reading I did for you, I was saying something about like needing to pay attention or paying attention to the small things. With the Ace of Wands here, you have the Knight of Pentacles here. It's time to get growing because, the Knight of Pentacles, he has these empty fields behind him, and it kind of represents the fact that he has like unlimited potential if he does the work, if he starts planting seeds in the fields. If he starts doing those things, then he has unlimited potential. It's kind of like what I'm feeling for you. I feel like for some of you, it's more asking you to start putting in the work. And with the Emperor, you have the Nine of Cups, a wish fulfillment coming in for you. You go from the 8 to the 9, which is really nice. So there could be some sort of wish fulfillment coming in for you. It's almost like I feel like telling you to do nothing this week, Virgo. I feel like telling you to just take advantage of opportunities that come your way. I feel like you just need to kind of, like live your life, do things that you want to do. And then, kind of like conserve your energy here. Don't waste your energy on things. And I feel like you'll be, doing really well. I forgot to say, we're going to pull 3 yes or no question cards as well, Virgo. So we are going to do 1, 2, and 3. Feel free to pause this reading if you need time to think of your questions. For question number 1, you have the Page of Swords here. I would say no on the Page of Swords. Sometimes I like the Page of Swords. Sometimes I don't. I don't really like it in this reading, so no. For question number 2, yes, Nine of Cups, a wish coming in for you here. And for question number 3, Seven of Swords, I would say no on the Seven of Swords. Putting all 3 of these cards together, I would definitely be careful of anything that seems too good to be true. Again, I would be paying more attention to like the subtle energies this week. I would be very careful of doing things that affect your decision making as well, because again, if this reading to me is kind of saying that for you, the energies this week might be more subtle. So if there are like substances or anything like that affect your decision making, then I would be very careful of that. I'm not telling you what to do, but again, I'd be careful because I feel like the subtle energy is going to be the more important energy for you at this time. I also feel that this could be some sort of wish that's coming in for you here. Seven of Swords would really be asking you to like allow people to help you, because Seven of Swords is a card of the lone wolf, and it says, you don't have to do things on your own. you can have people help you. You can get people to assist you. So that's what I would do here, Virgo. But really good reading, Virgo. I really like it. I would also watch your words with that Storyteller card. That card is like, basically, you will live the story that you tell, so I'd be careful of that. But really nice. So thank you for being here, Virgo. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. But thank you, and definitely enjoy your week.